Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number 33 of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewers' teams into the best teams possible for my team unlimited, or I guess I say competitive play, but there's not really much competitive play besides the OTO League, which is coming up. But if y'all want to play competitively, go check out my boy OTO NATO on Twitter. Go sign up for the OTO League. If y'all are interested in competitive 2K, that's where you'll find it, at least right now, with competitive MyTEAM. But we got ourselves some interesting teams in today's video. Hope y'all are excited for the vid. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, first team comes in from this dude, Dante Dillon. He has 740K, and he's 80 wins away from Glen Rice and Triple Threat Online. Really just pulled crazy things out of pre-packs, though. He said that, and I looked at his team, and I went, oh my goodness, what a gambling team. And then you actually look at his team. He has unsellable Tatum, unsellable Bull Bolt, unsellable Mark Eaton, unsellable LaMelo, Iggy, Patrick Ewing, and Emeka Okafor. All of those cards are gambling-only cards that he got unsellable. He is exceedingly lucky with his pulls. And unsellable LeBron, by the way. Opal LeBron as well. This team is ridiculous. And when you get Glenn, honestly, the only change I would make when you get Glenn is I would just slide Tatum. I would put Glenn at the 2, Tatum at the 3, move LeBron off the bench, and you can have LaMelo, Iggy, LeBron, Russell, and I guess Ewing off the bench. I almost would consider sliding Bol to the 5 and putting Russell in your starting lineup, so you could run Okafor and Eaton off the bench, or start Okafor and Bol, so you run Russell and Eaton off the bench. I don't know. I almost think Ewing might be your worst pick, but as a whole, this is a really good team. It's just going to take rearranging when you get Glenn, but the reason I really want to show this team is because of how many freaking lucky pulls this dude has gotten. I will say, do your exchanges, do your spotlights, do your challenges, do that type of stuff, because occasionally you get lucky, or in this guy's case, you might get lucky a lot, because holy crap, what in the luck this dude's had. But anyways, still a very, very good team. Second team comes in from JB10. He's got 250 KMT. Corver's his only sellable card. Wants help with lineup construction. He says he really likes Curry, and has fun using him, so he's gonna stay on the squad. Okay, I'm cool with that. SGA and Curry. Then if you're keeping Curry, that's a good point guard duo. Corver and Jimmy at the 2s is not bad at all. Terry and Paulo, Chet and Lowry, and Marc Gasol and Joel Embiid. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't hate this team at all. The thing that I don't like about this team is the fact that I don't see Artis Gilmore on it. Why do I not see Artis Gilmore on your team? Buy him, add a couple shooting badges to him, upgrade him a little bit, add break starter, and start him at center. Bring Gasol off the bench. That's going to be a huge change right there. Just that. Not to mention, I might consider starting Lowry over Chet as well, just because of the shooting ability. But if you prefer Chet, definitely have no issues with that whatsoever. But I will say, the easiest addition for this team by far is a guy like Galaxy Opal Artis Gilmore. I would say grinding for some mode rewards, the type of stuff like Eddie Jones, potentially Amari Stoudemire, Glen Rice if you're going for him in any specific mode. Those might be the type of cards reward card-wise that you can target for your team, but Artis Gilmore is the most obvious upgrade by far. This next team is from Dubs. He said he's finished unlimited for 2 seasons in a row. He just started playing again last season. No MT, but he's still open to suggestions. See, the thing about this team is it's a good squad. I would 100% number 1 play Gilbert over Harden back at point guard, so I'd have SGA and Gilbert. And then Glen Rice, Jimmy, Lowry, Adam Morrison, D-Rob, Arvidas, Domantas Sabonis, and Marc Gasol. See, the way that I would this team I would totally rearrange. And honestly, I don't like Sabonis that much. I know he's unsellable, but you got to save some MT. You got to find a way to get 90,000 more MT from where you are right now so that you can get Artis Gilmore. So that you can run SGA, Glen Rice, Larry Bird, David Robinson, Artis Gilmore. And then off the bench, you run Gilbert, Jimmy, Adam Morrison, Lauri Markkanen, and Marc Gasol. And maybe you run Terry, actually, instead of Morrison. You run Larry and Terry. In my opinion, those are the 2 best shooting guards you have, or small forwards you have. That's how I'd rearrange the team. Artis Gilmore is a huge upgrade over Sabonis, in my opinion, though. That's somebody you should definitely be trying to get. This next team is from Giorgio. He says this is last week's ring squad. He has 550K. Honestly, kind of impressed you got your ring with this team, because your bench especially is kind of could use some work. You need point guards. Honestly, free point guards would help this team out. SGA for level 40, Gilbert Arenas for triple threat offline, Eddie Jones for triple threat online. Any of those 3 guys would help this team out a lot, to be honest. If you can go get some of those point guards, that'd be fine. Again, this is a team that would be big time upgraded by adding a guy like Artis Gilmore at the 5. You can move Wemby to the bench if you like Wemby. And then you go Chet at the 4, Artis at the 5. Off the bench, maybe you have Jokic at the 4 and Wemby at the 5. Or you can still run Moses and Jokic off the bench if you like that. Shooting guard, Corver is your best upgrade. You have the MT to buy him if you want. This is one of those weeks, I will say, where it almost might be worth considering locking in the set, because this team would be upgraded by Gary Payton, Kyle Korver, Artist Gilmore, and whatever Dark Matter you get, that is 4 upgrades for your team automatically, for sure. To me, that actually seems like the best plan for this team. And then you get your ring, you lock in the set, you get your team, you get your ring, you grind out more MT this week so you can lock in next week's set. That is the strategy, in my opinion. Kawhi, Pippen, and Jordan are all sellable. He's got about 750k MT for Max's team, and he's wondering what to do. Okay, this is another team. Number one, your center does not have Artist Gilmore. You have 700k MT. Buy Artist Gilmore. That is the first thing. He is your new starting center. Add shooting badges and break starter to him, and he will be a dog. After that, your weakest position is your point guard spot. Both J-Kid and MJ, while not horrible, are not elite in my opinion. I would again say if you are close to level 40, gotta go get SGA. Otherwise, guys like Gilbert Arenas, if you're more an offline player, Eddie Jones, if you're more of an online player, one of those guys would be a big upgrade to grind for a Motor Ward as well. I think Eddie Jones is the slightly better card if you're willing to play online. As a whole, this team is good. Artist Gilmore will help it out. Honestly, if you got Corver as well, he'd be an upgrade over Gerald Wallace, or you could just use that ping time and Kobe still off the bench, although Gerald Wallace is still very good himself if you like him for his defensive ability. I think that Artist Gilmore, again, is the most must-have addition to this team, though, and then you got to grind some point guards. And then final squad today comes in from Quas Lysandro, I think. He's got 2.1 million MT and no money spent. Everyone's unsellable. He pulled Tatum from an exchange pack. See, this is a really good team, no money spent. I like it. 2.1 mil. I know you're probably trying to save your MT. Again, dude, this is one of the sets. You just got to lock it in. Corver's an upgrade over Kobe, in all likelihood, honestly, because of what Corver gives you. He's got gold removal, enforcer, better release. Artist Gilmore is your best center, and then you can move KP to the bench. That upgrade's there. And then you lock in the set, you get a Dark Matter. You still will have more than 1.5 million MT. You have plenty of MT and plenty of time to grind more MT. You have a lot of stuff grinded already, clearly, with your team, the way your team's looking. But you're going to be able to add Artist. That's an upgrade. Corver, that's an upgrade. And whatever Dark Matter you get, again, is also going to be an upgrade. And that is the value of this set this week. And so to me, I think, again, just like with a couple teams ago, I would recommend locking in the set, especially with how much MT you have. Because that is the best use you have for MT. Really the only use you have for MT, unless you're going to spend it on packs, which is not going to guarantee you a thing. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. So that is the last team for today's video. Honestly, a very consistent theme this week. Get Artist Gilmore. Try to work towards lock-in in the set. Honestly, that is kind of going to likely be the theme of these videos in the future as well, though, honestly, is going to be grinding for MT, locking in the set, getting whatever best player market cards you can possibly, and just trying to get your team upgraded each week without spending money. And again, sometimes you get lucky, like this dude, and you wind up getting an unsellable Tatum, an unsellable Bol, an unsellable Eaton, some of the very best cards in the game, even a Mecha Okafor on LeBron. Guys like that unsellable, and when that happens, that's just awesome. So that can also, of course, happen when you get lucky. But hopefully this video did help out some of y'all's teams, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.